Hi, students. How's it going? You made it to the end of the first day. Whew. Wow. I don't think I've ever received as many emails as I have today on the first day of semester. Whew. This is going to be an adventure for all of us, right? I miss being in the classroom. I miss being in my office. My kids have been driving me a little bonkers today, and I adore them, but wow. It was really hard to wear both mom hat and professor hat today. So if you were feeling a little bonkers today too, then you're in good company. And then on top of that, we have all this crazy weather stuff happening, right? So just a couple of things. I wanted to go over your letter to yourself, which is due this Friday by 5 p.m. Not 5:01, not because you got stopped by a train crossing whatever, not because the dog ate your laptop or whatever. It's it's due. Okay, it's just a short little letter. It's part of your participation points for our that section of the grade. If you're wondering where those points are going, um, so a letter. We don't write letters a whole lot. At least I don't anymore. And later on in the semester, we're going to talk about the importance of writing thank you letters in particular, but because it's going to make you more marketable. So the letter that you're going to write is to yourself. So if it were me, I would say, Dear Bethany. Okay? So you're not going to say that because that's not your name. You're going to say, Dear whoever you are. And then I want you to write the letter. Now, I gave you an outline and the instructions of what I want to see in that letter. You're not just, telling your favorite color and all that kind of good stuff. I want you to use the content from the instructions, and that's where your points are going to come from. So here's the deal. I want you to be able to look back at the end of the semester and see where you were cognitively and emotionally and just where you were um, with the beginning of your career and your college journey. Okay? So you want to do this letter, even if you don't feel like you want to do this letter, because we're going to use it for the final exam. Okay, so first day of classes, and I'm already telling you what's going to be part of the final. You're welcome. So write the letter. Use your book. Now, boy, we had a bazillion questions about this book, right? Okay, so this is what they sent me. There's a picture of this in the part where you could do the online thing, which seriously, how difficult have they made that? My gosh. If you got to the online thing and you saw a picture of this, this is the one that they want you to use. If you're ordering your book from the bookstore, then they didn't tell us this, but lots of you have told me that you have a dark blue book. Here, hang on. So here's an old one. Okay, you don't want this one. This says 2019-2020. This is just something I have at my house because I can't go to my office on campus. So yours is going to look like a dark blue business, but it's going to say 2020-2021. Okay, so I posted a picture of the table of contents. That's the real litmus test. So whether it looks like this or a new version of this, then as long as the table of contents matches, you're set. Now, some of you have sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, neighbors, whatever's, who have taken first year experience from our campus before. And like I said in the video this weekend, if we can figure out how to make that work for you, then let's figure out how to make that thing work for you. Okay, I don't want you to have to buy an expensive book. I don't. But if that's what you need to do, then hop on it, please, because you're going to need it. For the letter to yourself, you're going to reference things in chapter 1, and it talks about What is college about for you? Like, why are you doing this? This is hard. This is expensive. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. What's in this for you? Like, somebody twisted your arm and said you have to go to college, or you always wanted to do this, or you're not sure what you're doing. Look at chapter 1 and look at some of the reasons why people go to college. Okay? And I want you to address that in your letter. Then you're going to go through the other questions and um, apply your thoughts and what the book says and merge them together, and then you're done with your letter. Okay? Now, don't just quit writing your letter, because your poor self in the future, your future self who you're writing this to, they're going to go, well, what happened? You just quit on me? No. You're going to say, you've got this, love, sincerely, warmly, peace out, I don't know. But say something, because you don't just quit writing a letter. You have to do a salutation at the end. At the beginning, you say, dear so-and-so. And then at the end, you say, peace out to you. All right, so be kind to your future self, because they're going to be stressed. It's going to be finals. We've got the craziest semester on record going on here, so be nice to yourself. All right, little couple things about the book. The blessed book. Okay, so I'm on page 4, and let me just hold this thing up here, and there we go. At the beginning of every chapter, there's this cute little, this is so-and-so, and so-and-so was struggling with this, and then they overcame their struggles, and they're triumphant, and they're doing great now. That's wonderful for so-and-so. I'm very happy for them, okay? But we don't care, because my concern is you. I want your story to be the focus. So if you want to read about so-and-so's struggles and triumphs and all that good stuff, go for it. But we will never, ever, not once, 0 times this semester reference it in an assignment, talk about it. You're never going to be tested on it, nothing. Okay, so it's your call if you want to skip over so-and-so's story of woe, or if you want to read it. Okay, so the chapters are broken into sections, and when you look at your syllabus and the calendar and you see the different topics, then you know that you're in the right section. Now, I triple checked that the chapters match the topics, but I'm human. So if I messed up and you're reading about something that doesn't seem to be the right topic for that week, well, first of all, let me know. But second of all, double check that, because again, I need you to take ownership for your own education. Okay? All right. Next part. I'm opening up the Campus Resource Project in Module 1, the thing that says Start Here, and I want you to dive into it. It's your first major project, and I'm not trying to freak you out. I just want you to have as much time as possible to work on it. It's due, when is it due? The 8th of September. So if you know someone who has somebody attending K-12 or PK-12 in Sci-Fair, that's the day that they start school, and that's the day that your Campus Resource Project is due. Now, here's the deal. It's a major project. It's 10% of your overall grade. Okay, it's a big one. You need, catch this, like hold on here, this is big. You need 2 slides. 2. So, do you have to do 15? No. I really don't want you to do 15 because I have 202 students now because people added today. Welcome! So yeah, keep it at 2 or go on to 3, but please no more than 4 because, oh my gosh. So one slide is going to be the why this is, oh, excuse me, it's going to be the objective part. So all the information that is important about the campus resource you are researching. Now, before you even choose what resource you're going to use, and I have a list for you in the instructions, I need you to think what would be most helpful for you. Like, if you're looking at the list and you're like, well, I would never do that because that doesn't apply to me at all, then for heaven's sakes, don't use that. Do one that would actually help you. Okay? Everything we do this semester builds on previous things. So it's never going to be a one and done, oh, we did that and then that's done. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So whatever you're researching for this campus resource project, it's going to circle back around and you're going to use it on other projects and assignments. Okay? Same thing, like I said, with the letter to yourself. You're doing it now and you'll use it again later in the final. With the campus resource project, so the first, oh man, I'm tired. The first slide is the objective stuff. But if you're looking at the points, it's not a lot of points. But here's the deal. You cannot just go to the website for whatever resource you're using and copy and paste that information. That's called plagiarism. It gets people kicked out of college. Don't do that. What you are going to do instead is, if the thing is open, if the place is open this time to this time, then I need you to put it in perspective of you. So why does it matter to you when this place is open? For example, you might say, the Office of whatever, Disability Services, is open during these times on campus, and this is important to me because I can easily access someone in that office by phone or chat or email this semester, and then hopefully in the future just by walking in there, so that I can get help with whatever. Okay? So what you're not going to do is look at when the Office of Disability Services is open and say, it's open then. Great. Why do you care? Why should we care? Okay, you're in college. This is not a book report. Everything you're doing is for the betterment of you. You're never going to have another class where you get to be as narcissistic as you get to be in this class. You know, all those people in the back in the past who have been like, the world does not revolve around you. Well, this semester it does, because we want to get you started on the right foot. Something to consider. Second slide of the Campus Resource Project is you telling me and your classmates why this matters to you. The better you do on the second slide about why this matters to you, the easier it's going to be in the future to take this information that you researched and plug it in to that other assignments, those other assignments that I've referenced. Okay? So again, you're helping your future self out by doing what you need to do the first time. I can't do late work. The reason that I open things up as early as I do is so that you have as much time as possible to get things done. If you have a court date, if you have an accident, if you have some family thing that happens, if you have something that you know is going to happen and you're going to be going to somebody's wedding or something, then you need to talk to me. I'm not trying to get all up in your business, but at the same time, I can't go to bat for you if I don't know kind of what's going on. Because if you just drop off the planet and then come back 3 weeks later and go, well, I was, on a cruise around the world or something, that's great, but you're going to have been dropped from the class and it will be totally out of my hands by that time. So for me to be able to be an advocate for you, you have to be in good communication with me and your other instructors. Okay, stuff's going to happen. I mean, good grief, look at what's been going on in our world the past few months. Stuff is definitely going to happen. So when, not if, but when it happens, then you need to automatically think, I need to let my instructors and advisor know. Okay? I don't want you to fail a class. I don't want you to get dropped. I, I don't want you to fail. And neither does anyone else. So let us do our part by doing your part. Okay, so we've got the letter to yourself. We've got the campus resource project. Do the letter first because it's due first. Then as you kind of get into the groove of things, for the most part, things are either going to be due Monday mornings at 8 a.m. when the next module opens, or it will be due on Fridays at 5 p.m. I stagger it so that I have the best odds of getting this thing graded. Okay. All right, keep those emails coming. I am going to step away from this computer here pretty soon because I feel like I'm completely adhered to my chair. And those tiny people who live here are going to want to eat and they might mutiny on me, and then what am I going to do? So I hope you have a good night. No more freaking out. You're going to be fine. You're going to be so fine, okay? Trust me. I know you don't know me yet, but it's going to be all right. Right? Breathe. I'll see you soon.